Hello, I am Jarian Farlow, and this is my reflection for the portfolio for English 366. I have the questions in front of me, and I'm just going to answer those and give y'all an understanding on how I did my portfolio, things from class, things of that nature. So, what works you included for the portfolio and why? I did the second essay, the place-based essay, mixed with the observation abstract, I'm gonna say. The reason why I picked those two things, because I personally really like writing those, and I think they went together really well. I think because, not only because they were a part of the same essay, but the observation, which came first, really put me in the mindset and helped me form the writing style that I use for the writing essay. I think those two works really just merge really well together. Second question is, what assignments did you do particularly well on in the course? Besides the two that I just named, I really did enjoy those. The place-based essay and the observation. I really liked working on the abstract. The abstract I really enjoyed, and the cover letter. The cover letter is definitely one of my favorite things we did in class, because that I feel like that's an actual skill that I could use, and maybe even use that cover letter, maybe switch it up later on in life and actually use it for an internship for a future employer. That's really important to me, to work on those skills. I really treasure those kind of things. So honestly, probably the cover letter. What specific revisions you made from one draft to another? So, as the instructions were for the portfolio, the bulk of my revisions were on the main essay, the place-based essay, and starting off with the specific ones. In the first paragraph, I added the names. Originally, it was I just put my friends. I added their names, and I also added later on, a couple sentences down. I added a small detail saying whenever we got to the Nichols farm, how our expectations kind of plateaued at first from seeing the face value, surface level of what the buildings and some of the trees look like. And I included that really for details, to really paint a picture and really just to give the reader a real insight on how we all felt. Couple sentences down, in the original draft, I just put the majors of 3 people and just left out the rest, but I ended up adding the majors of everyone that was there. Once again, for the sake of details, that was a part of a conversation that I had with one of the workers. He asked about our majors, so really just kind of giving insight on that conversation. A lot of the stuff that I ended up revising was things for more details. To really, I know an observation essay, you really thrive off details. So really giving the reader more of those details. Once again, gave some details on the second half of going down the road after the worker told us where to go, so we could see the second half of the farm. If you see, I ended up adding towards the very end, making sure that's it. On the was the second page, fifth page. I'm sorry. On the fifth page, I once again gave more details and insight on that part of the trip when we drove down the road to the pond, stuff like that. And basically, not to talk your ear off, that was the bulk of it. Basically, just adding sentences and phrases and things alike to give the reader more insight. At the end of the entire essay, like right before the works cited, I added a conclusion. I say conclusion, really just another sentence to give the essay a closing. I felt like in the original draft there was no closing, and it was just like, okay, and we drove home. We're really like giving a sense of closure. And then everything after that was just grammar mistakes that I corrected. Were you? Yeah, okay, answer that. Where you are as a writer, and what areas do you still need to work on? Grammar. My grammar is very, very bad. I think a big part of that is I try to do a lot of my writings in one sitting. I take that back. I try to do the bulk of it in one sitting and then like try to space it out really, which in my mind is a good idea, but sometimes it doesn't come out well. Just really trying to give, I like giving whoever's reading my essay like a good experience. I don't want anything rushed. I don't want my work to seem like I have to do it, but more of a hobby. So really just take my time. But I think this semester in this class has really helped me a lot with just putting a lot of myself in my writings, and I really do appreciate that. That's truly it. That's all the questions. Really and truly just, as I said, closing out that last part, I feel like this class has helped me just be more personal and like put a lot of myself in my writings, and I really do admire that. So I think I'm very, very grateful that I took this class.